Hello and welcome to tonight's exciting edition of HONOO Afterburn. I'm your host, Brick 9mm. Kicking things off will be Wild Mike hosting an open challenge after his incredible victory. His incredible victory against Danny Thorpe, that last HONOO live show. Wild Mike is here to give a young competitor a chance against a competitor just like Wild Mike. Wild Mike, a man of his status, will be taking on. This is Vanessa Saunders, debuting in HONOO Pro Wrestling to have the privilege of facing Wild Mike, the legendary Wild Mike. Imagine debuting against a competitor of that caliber, someone that great. Wild Mike, master of frozen pizzas. She is truly privileged, just as we are truly privileged to witness Wild Mike take on Vanessa Saunders in this week's edition of HONOO Afterburn. Starting off the match, Wild Mike is in the lead. He is dominating thus far. Every single kick just determined that victory for Wild Mike. Now, Vanessa Saunders is a kickboxer and should theoretically have better kicks than Wild Mike, but no one in this business has better kicks than Wild Mike. She is looking to just try and get 1 single centimeter over Wild Mike with each of those knees. There are those knees once more. Wild Mike is working her neck with that front neck lock, the turkey wing. Vanessa with that excellent pure slow kick. Wild Mike is swinging and he is missing, but hitting air is better than hitting nothing at all. Vanessa Saunders just taking chop after chop after chop. Wild Mike just landing more and more kicks there. He got up first, blocking in the elevated Boston Crab. Wild Mike is in full effect here tonight on HONOO Afterburn, so Vanessa Saunders needs to watch out. Just hits kick after kick and a great hip toss there, right into an elevated Boston Crab that hold once again. Saunders, with one last fierce low kick attempt, failed the mark to close out round 1. Heading into round 2, Wild Mike is running wild. Will Vanessa Saunders be able to keep up with the most wild man in HONOO Pro Wrestling? Vanessa, in a storm of confusion, manages to get the upper hand. Vanessa has taken the clear lead over Wild Mike here with that excellent high kick, but Wild Mike with the Pele kick, followed by a swing and a miss, but a swing and a hit. Vanessa Saunders has to watch out here because Wild Mike is in full effect. Saunders just falls. Wild Mike, the jumping neck breaker. Saunders gets up the 4 count. Wild Mike just takes another devastating kick straight to the head. Mike gets up the 6 count. Mike pinning down, jumping DDT. Saunders dazed but recovering quickly, but Mike just pops her in the head. Saunders with that sweep kick. Mike with palm strike to the face. Followed by the jumping. No, it missed, but the back roll. Neck lock. Closing out round 2 of this excellent opening bout. HONOO Afterburn, episode 5. Saunders may have just ended Wild Mike. Wild Mike gets up the 6 count. Saunders not relenting. But Wild Mike! That PK should have been deadly. Vanessa gets up at the 8 count. Unveils a devastating strike crush. And another.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Will Mike?
9, 10.
Mike falls to Vanessa Saunders. Mike's perfect record continues. Vanessa Saunders makes an impression in a big way tonight. Her debut on HONOO Afterburn.
敵か味方か謎のブルース率いるロボット軍団に立ち向かえ。会長ロックマンシリーズファミコン用ソフトロックマン5ブルースの罠好評発売中。ロックボードも仲間入り。Capcom.
Welcome back to HONOO Afterburn as Anton Mikhailov prepares to face Ian Cadman, prepares to break his arm in the name of glorious Mother Russia, glorious Putin, glorious Anton Mikhailov. Ian Cadman, the master of kicks, versus Anton Mikhailov, the master of the mat. Will Cadman outpace Anton Mikhailov with those kicks of his, or will Anton Mikhailov's domination on the mat seal his fate? Anton has a fairly good track record, but Ian Cadman taking a brief vacation, but he is back here in HONOO, and he may just be better than ever. Anton getting to work quick on that ankle. Ian Cadman taking out those legs. Ian Cadman. Anton knows he has to shake up his approach when facing someone who attacks primarily with their legs. He's gotta take out those legs with Ian Cadman. Of course, neither competitor has gone much of an edge over their opponent just yet. But Cadman seeks to change that with a barrage of quick strikes. Anton Mikhailov's attempts to go to the mat have been denied until now. They're being a bit defensive here, because either competitor could end it as soon as it began, just like that. Or just like this, working on the ankle, further and further. These flash submission holds may just be Anton Mikhailov's bread and butter in this matchup, but Cadman with a devastating strike rush already. Cadman getting in shots everywhere where it counts, making a strong impression to close off round 1. Round 2, Cadman has an uphill battle ahead of him, as Anton Mikhailov seeks to ramp it up, but Cadman, he continues firing on all cylinders, just like this, just like that. The match has been decided.
하나가라 프레쉬.
Welcome back to HONOO Afterburn as Viktor Kai, the kickboxer, prepares to take on legendary fighter NEIN-STEIN, fellow kickboxer. Viktor Kai from the streets of Osaka, Japan, a wrestler turned fighter. Wait, what the hell? That's not NEIN-STEIN! What happened to NEIN-STEIN? What the... I'm getting a report. NEIN-STEIN has been taken out backstage. What the hell is going on here? That's Community Chest. That's Community Chest and Midnight Jones. That's sellout Midnight Jones. And the man who invested in Midnight Jones, Mr. Monopoly. The poison of BDW coming to poison HONOO Pro Wrestling. What the hell? This is not a match. Don't ring that bell. What is going on here? The Bushido, the sanctity of the sport, is being challenged here. What is going on? This vicious assault is not HONOO Pro Wrestling. This is not Bushido. Now, for you viewers unfamiliar, Viktor Kai used to be a member of Community Chest before Viktor Kai went his own way. But now, Community Chest is back in Mr. Monopoly. It seems to have not taken Kai's supposed betrayal very lightly. But this is too much. They are threatening the legitimacy of our sport. I'm at a loss for words here. I simply cannot comprehend how something this barbaric could happen in a HONOO Pro Wrestling ring, and Mr. Monopoly has the gall to laugh like that. This is not a match. This is not wrestling. Viktor Kai's just taken out like that. This is a farce. Mr. Monopoly is poison. Midnight Jones. We've received word that Viktor Kai's condition has stabilized. Our paramedics have transported him outside of the arena. We do not have word yet on whether or not Community Chest and Midnight Jones will pay for these actions. Either way, regardless, I hope, I pray that Viktor Kai gives Midnight Jones what is coming to him. As, after 5 nights of excitement on Twitch, and after 5 nights of excitement on YouTube, the HONOO GP is drawing to a close, and it is now time to take a look back on its key players. What better place to start than with Ricky Backdrop, a pro wrestler with minor amateur experience? Everybody doubted him, but he set to work immediately on proving his detractors wrong, with strong victories over 4 of the 5 competitors he faced in the B block, including the boxer Mackenzie O'Rourke, the kickboxer Kilbo the Clown, the karateka Zemeyer, and Azumi Takahashi, in an exciting matchup where the young karateka showed their skill. Hold for hold. However, Ricky Backdrop's offense was overwhelming, and unfortunately, Azumi Takahashi suffered an injury. Unfortunate in more ways than one, as said injury led to the hybrid fighter Danny Thorpe, the only man Backdrop could not defeat, advancing to the semifinals with a perfect 5-0 record. Backdrop has an immense challenge ahead of him at the HONOO Revival in Kyoto, where he will face Thorpe once again in the HONOO GP semifinals. Whether or not the second time they meet will be the moment of Backdrop's triumph is any guess, because while Thorpe may have earned his last victory by default, his record is one to make lesser fighters hop on the nearest flight out of the country. On the other end of the tournament, fighters such as The Wall Jr. arrived to great fanfare, showing excellent spirit before fizzling out almost entirely. After an electrifying win against St. Anger, The Wall went on a 3-match losing streak, before closing out his run in the GP with a victory against Mason Markham, and some say the beginning of his end was all thanks to this young man, the up-and-comer Tyson Apollo. Apollo achieved an excellent knockout victory against The Wall on the second night of the GP. He went on to impress against competitors such as Mason Markham and even the potential star of the HONOO GP, Richard Richards. With victories over men such as LUKAS von Hahn, The Wall Jr., and the aforementioned Tyson Apollo, Richards is perhaps the most dangerous man in HONOO. Rather, he would be the most dangerous man, if not for the one standing right across from him. Enter Davey English, a competitor that came out of nowhere, that came from nothing. He immediately set out on his warpath, defeating each and every single competitor he faced, one by one. And during the HONOO Revival in Osaka, the final round of the HONOO GP, Davey English met Richard Richards, matching him hold for hold beyond anyone's expectation. And Davey English's excellent suplexes and his uranages, all of this, the masterful techniques, just helped close that gap, proving Davey English as a master of his craft. Of course, during the HONOO Revival in Osaka, the GP 5th round, he defeated Richard Richards. However, this bout was the mere prelude to their semifinals match, because Richard Richards immediately started beating down Davey English. He may have been defeated, but his spirit burns ever brighter. This Wednesday, HONOO comes to Kyoto. 4 men will settle the score in 2 dynamite HONOO GP semifinals matchups. It's Ricky Backdrop and Danny Thorpe. Richard Richards versus Davey English.
Hey! You still don't have a Sega CD? Huh? What are you waiting for? Nintendo to make one? You have seen the games, right? Wrong answer, man. Show 'em! Want to see more?
His is now time for our HONOO Afterburn main event as BLUCE the Karateka will take on LUKAS von HAHN, the hybrid fighter. Now these next few matches for LUKAS von HAHN are very significant as LUKAS von HAHN is preparing to face Ricky Quick in the concluding matchup of their best of 3 series in little under 2 weeks at HONOO number 2. Yes, in little under 2 weeks at HONOO number 2, LUKAS von HAHN will conclude his best of 3 series with Ricky Quick. Ricky Quick is watching LUKAS von HAHN's matches. LUKAS von HAHN is watching Ricky Quick's matches. This is a crucial time for the both of them, which makes the axe of Midnight Jones, who knocked out Ricky Quick in a ferocious assault last week. Now, the week before, when he joined Community Chess, when Midnight Jones joined Community Chess. But enough about Community Chess. They may have made a mockery of this sport, but that is irrelevant now as LUKAS von HAHN and BLUCE are going to face off in this match. 2 men, 2 masters of their craft. Each and every technique, hold, strike can be studied. Each and every hold, strike, a masterclass in technique. As BLUCE with a great counter on the mat. This is anybody's battle here tonight in the main event of HONOO Afterburn, but LUKAS von HAHN, a big arm breaker. In fact, that arm breaker just so happens to be one of Ricky Quick's signature moves. That must have been a special shout out to Ricky Quick, who is absolutely for sure watching this from home. But LUKAS von HAHN, you can see that renewed fighting spirit. Perhaps he got that fighting spirit from fighting a fierce battle with potential victor of the HONOO GP coming up, Richard Richards, his great match with Richard Richards. That might have awakened further that fighting spirit inside LUKAS von HAHN that you can see with each and every successive hold. LUKAS von HAHN pins BLUCE down in the gator roll to close out round 1, and heading into round 2, LUKAS von HAHN has the clear advantage. That's the thing with the Karateka, they can always make the comeback. However, LUKAS von HAHN is severely outpacing BLUCE here. This may just be a systematic takedown of BLUCE to send a message to Ricky Quick. BLUCE goes for a devastating maneuver but is countered, but fires back with a counter of his own, but LUKAS von HAHN just keeps outpacing BLUCE and takes out that leg. LUKAS von HAHN is here, and he means business. It was a night of exciting battles and a disgraceful assault as Midnight Jones and Community Chess just beat down Viktor Kai like that. We have received reports that Viktor Kai is perfectly fine, but Community Chess will not be perfectly fine when Viktor Kai wakes up. However, that's not the only news we have to look forward to as HONOO, the revival in Kyoto, who will proceed to the finals of the HONOO GP. It's Richard Richards versus Davey English and Ricky Backdrop versus Danny Thorpe. Thank you for watching HONOO Afterburn. Good night.